Remember those quiet evenings gathered around the television when these familiar faces filled our homes with stories. Their presence was a comforting part of our lives, a soundtrack to cherished memories of days gone by. Julie London as Nurse Dixie McCall, the sultry nightingale of emergency. Julie London was an enigmatic siren whose smooth, smoky voice captivated millions and whose presence illuminated the screen. Born Julie Peck on September 26, 1926 in Santa Rosa, California, she cultivated a mesmerizing career spanning over 4 decades as both a celebrated singer and an accomplished actress. With her iconic hit, Cry Me a River, becoming a timeless standard, London seamlessly transitioned into acting gracing television screens with her most memorable role as Nurse Dixie McCall in the beloved series Emergency, from 1972 to 1979. During the inception of this role, London was 46, bringing a serene composure to the chaotic world of emergency medicine. Behind the silken voice and poised demeanor, Julie London endured profound personal anguish. A lifelong chain smoker at times consuming over 3 packs daily, she battled persistent health challenges. In 1995, a debilitating stroke left her in fragile health, a condition that persisted for the final 5 years of her life. The following year, 1996, brought an immeasurable tragedy with the devastating loss of her eldest daughter, Stacy, in a traffic accident. This personal sorrow was compounded by a private struggle with severe shyness, anxiety, and a deep-seated fear of public performance, a stark contrast to her public persona. In late 1999, a diagnosis of lung cancer added another layer of suffering, though she chose to forego treatment, her body already weakened. Julie London's final years were marked by the lingering effects of her 1995 stroke and her fight with lung cancer. She passed away on October 18, 2000 at the age of 74, succumbing to cardiac arrest after experiencing choking and breathing difficulties. Her death coincidentally occurred on the birthday of her late second husband, Bobby Troup, with whom she is interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Los Angeles, California. London's legacy endures through her sultry voice, her iconic performances, and the indelible mark she left on music and television, a captivating star whose light continues to shimmer through time. Bobby Troup as Dr. Joe Early, the melodic medic. Bobby Troup was a true Renaissance man of mid-century entertainment, whose smooth jazz rhythms and steadfast acting made him a beloved figure. Born Robert William Troup Jr. on October 18, 1918, in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, his journey spanned from a business degree and Wubub Marine Corps captaincy to an indelible mark as both songwriter and actor. In the 1970s, as he graced screens as the iconic Dr. Joe Early on Emergency Troup, was in his early to mid-50s embodying a grounded wisdom. His early hit Daddy topped charts, but Get Your Kicks on Route 66 became his enduring musical legacy, showcasing his vibrant artistic spirit that produced hits and fostered careers, including his wife Julie London's. The relentless pursuit of musical fame and acting success, while outwardly glamorous, often carried a silent, poignant cost for Bobby Troup. In the nascent days of his career, as he tirelessly poured his soul into composing timeless melodies and establishing himself, he bore the unspoken burden of fleeting moments with his young daughters, Cindy and Ron, from his first marriage. The distance, both physical and emotional, created by demanding schedules, and the fervor of creative ambition quietly gnawed at him. There was a profound lingering ache, a silent regret for the irreplaceable shared laughter and small everyday wonders lost to the relentless march of his career, a personal sacrifice for the very art that defined him. Bobby Troup passed away on February 7, 1999 in Sherman Oaks, California, at the age of 80 due to a heart attack. His later years were marked by a rich legacy across music and television, leaving behind a profound influence. He produced his wife Julie London's iconic Cry Me a River and created the enduring classic Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Troup's calm, reassuring presence as Dr. Joe early on Emergency forever cemented his place in television history, ensuring that his melodic and dramatic contributions continue to resonate, echoing through generations of fans who remember his multifaceted talent. Tim Donnelly as Fireman, Chet Kelly, the gritty rescuer. Tim Donnelly, a stalwart presence on 1970s television, etched his legacy as the heroic fireman Chet Kelly. Born on September 3, 1944 in Los Angeles, California, Donnelly began his acting career early appearing in Babyface Nelson in 1957. His rugged charm and dedication shone through many roles from Hawaii Five-0 to Dragnet, before he became a household name as a vital part of the emergency services ensemble. He graced screens throughout the 1970s in Emergency, bringing an authentic grit to the role that resonated with millions. Beneath the public persona of the resilient fireman, Chet Kelly, Tim Donnelly navigated a profound, unshared hardship. For years, he quietly contended with a private, debilitating illness, a relentless shadow that profoundly impacted his daily life. Though his professionalism never wavered each day on set, was a testament to his hidden strength enduring countless private medical interventions and the quiet anxieties of his condition. This profound struggle remained unseen by his audience, a testament to his determination to protect the joy he brought to millions, even as his own body waged a silent, grueling war, culminating in the surgery that ultimately took his life. Tim Donnelly's remarkable journey concluded on September 17, 2021 at his home in Santa Fe, New Mexico, at the age of 77, due to complications from surgery. After concluding his acclaimed acting career in 1984 with The A-Team, he embraced a second fulfilling career for nearly 2 decades as a scenic painter and set designer for countless films, television series, and commercials. His life, marked by both on-screen heroism and a quiet dedication to craftsmanship, leaves a legacy of steadfast artistry and a beloved presence that continues to inspire. Randolph Mantooth as John Gage, the pioneering paramedic. Randolph Mantooth forever etched his name into television history as the iconic paramedic John Gage, a role that not only captivated audiences, but also inspired a generation to embrace careers in emergency services. Born Randy DeRoy Mantooth on September 19, 1945, this steadfast actor brought a groundbreaking realism to the screen, depicting the life-saving heroism of paramedics. When Emergency first aired in 1972, Mantooth, then 27 years old, began his portrayal of John Gage undertaking rigorous training alongside real first responders to ensure every scene resonated with authenticity, establishing a legacy of dedication to public service that continues to this day. Beyond the heroism displayed on screen, Randolph Mantooth faced profound personal battles. In 2015, he was diagnosed with cancer, embarking on a grueling journey of treatment and recovery that he openly shared, demonstrating immense resilience. Tragically, around the same time, his beloved sister Nancy Jean Mantooth de Hoyos also succumbed to her own fight with cancer, marking a period of intense personal loss. In late 2022, a brief hospitalization brought further health concerns, though he recovered at home. These personal encounters with fragility, including his own life being saved by paramedics from carbon monoxide poisoning, and his sister's rescue after a car accident, fuel his unwavering advocacy for the EMS community, transforming private pain into public purpose. Randolph Mantooth remains a vibrant force at 79 years old as of November 2025. He continues a prolific career in television, documentaries, theater, and film spanning over 5 decades. Beyond his acting, Mantooth is a dedicated spokesperson for firefighter health and safety with the IAFF and IAFC, and a lifetime member of the NAEMT, frequently speaking at conferences. He is actively involved in writing with a screenplay, The Bone Game, completed, and a new rescue series, USR-1, in development, where he plans to act, produce, and direct. He recently co-starred in a documentary about paramedics during COVID-19 and is married to Kristen Connors since 2002. His enduring commitment to first responders solidifies a powerful, inspiring legacy. Robert Fuller as Dr. Kelly Brackett, Rampart's guiding light. In the frantic world of 1970s television, Robert Fuller became the steady heartbeat of emergency medicine, portraying Dr. Kelly Brackett with unwavering resolve. Born Leonard Leroy Lee on July 29, 1933, Fuller initially favored the rugged landscapes of westerns, but his transformation into the chief of emergency medicine for Emergency proved iconic. At approximately 39 years old, when the groundbreaking series premiered in 1972, he brought a quiet authority and deep compassion to Rampart General Hospital, guiding viewers through countless life or death situations and shaping the public's perception of emergency medical care. His commanding presence in the white coat solidified his place in television history, far beyond the dusty trails he once rode. Beneath the stoic exterior of a television hero lay the quiet sorrow of personal loss. Robert Fuller faced a profound emptiness when his first wife, Patricia Lee Lyon, the mother of his 3 children, succumbed to cancer in 1994. This private tragedy undoubtedly left an indelible mark, a poignant contrast to the on-screen medical miracles his character Dr. Kelly Brackett often performed. While the public saw a man who radiated calm, he had navigated the deeply personal anguish of a loved one's prolonged illness and ultimate departure, a hardship that lingers in the heart long after the cameras cease rolling. Before this, his service in the United States Army during the Korean War also presented its own set of challenges and experiences that shape a man's perspective. Robert Fuller, now 92 years old, enjoys a serene retirement far from the flashing lights of Hollywood. Since officially stepping away from acting in 2001 after a final role in Walker, Texas Ranger, he has cultivated a peaceful existence on a ranch in North Texas with his wife, actress Jennifer Savage, whom he married that same year. He remains a cherished figure, connecting with his dedicated fan base through social media and making occasional appearances at Western festivals, where he warmly recounts tales from his storied career. Embracing outdoor activities and a tranquil pace, Fuller's enduring spirit reflects a life lived with purpose and contentment, leaving behind a legacy as a versatile actor and a beloved television icon. Vince Howard as police officer. Vince, the steadfast responder. Vince Howard, the quintessential man in uniform, brought a dependable authority and quiet strength to countless screens, making him a beloved fixture of classic television. Born on July 21, 1929 in America, Howard's career began in 1963, leading him to his most iconic role as police officer Vince in NBC's Emergency during the 1970s, where he was in his 40s. Beyond his steadfast portrayal assisting the Los Angeles County Fire Department, he graced over 100 films and television programs, including Mr. Novak and recurring parts in The Smith Family, leaving an impressive, enduring filmography. While Vince Howard's on-screen presence exuded strength, a quiet battle unfolded away from the cameras. In his later years, an insidious illness unmentioned in public records began to subtly diminish the vitality that had defined his career. Each script, each call to set became a quiet triumph against increasing physical demands. By his final appearance in Murder, She Wrote in 1994, the decision to retire was not merely a choice, but a poignant concession to a body that no longer matched his unwavering spirit. He faced his twilight years with a personal fortitude, a silent struggle known only to him, far from the dramatic rescues he once portrayed. Vince Howard passed away peacefully on July 18, 2002, at the age of 72. After a dedicated career spanning over 3 decades and more than 100 film and television roles, he quietly retired from acting following his last appearance in Murder, She Wrote in 1994. The specific details surrounding his death remain private, yet his impact on the golden age of television is undeniable. His legacy, particularly as the steadfast police officer Vince, continues to resonate, embodying an era of classic storytelling and unwavering screen presence. Kevin Tighe as Roy DeSoto, the resilient rescuer. Kevin Tighe became an enduring emblem of heroism, forever etched into television history as the quick-thinking paramedic Roy DeSoto. Born John Kevin Fishburne on August 13, 1944 in the cinematic heartland of Los Angeles, California, Tighe's journey into the spotlight began with a role that defined a generation's understanding of emergency services, as he first suited up for Emergency. In 1972, he was 28 years old, embodying a stoic dedication that captivated audiences for 5 impactful seasons, solidifying his legacy as a trusted face of on-screen bravery and compassion. Beneath the brave facade of an actor who brought solace and rescue to millions, Kevin Tighe has faced a profound personal battle against Parkinson's disease since 2014, with its insidious onset possibly predating the official diagnosis from the COVID-19 pandemic. The silent struggle has brought with it not just the physical tremors often associated with the condition, but also the more isolating challenges of mild cognitive impairment and unsettling vivid nightmares that disrupt the peace of his nights. This quiet, persistent fight against a degenerative illness reveals a deep vulnerability, a poignant contrast to the unflappable hero he once portrayed on screen, demanding immense resilience in his daily life. At 81 years old, Kevin Tighe continues to defy expectations, maintaining a vibrant presence in the entertainment industry despite his ongoing battle with Parkinson's. His spirit remains undimmed, evidenced by his recent casting in the 2025 Paul Thomas Anderson film One Battle After Another, and his desire to explore more theater roles. He shares a quiet life in Skagit County, Washington, with his wife, artist Rebecca Fletcher, while frequently traveling for his craft. His legacy as an iconic figure in television history is solidified, a testament to his enduring talent and remarkable personal fortitude. Ron Pinkard as Dr. Mike Morton, the steadfast healer. Ron Pinkard etched himself into the hearts of a generation as the dependable Dr. Mike Morton, a vital presence in the high-stakes world of emergency. Born on January 22, 1941. Pinkard's journey to television screens was unique, marked by 4 years of dedicated service as a hospital corpsman in the Navy, and later rising to commander in the reserve, alongside pre-med studies at the University of Colorado Boulder. This real-world experience undoubtedly lent authenticity to his portrayal of Dr. Morton, a role he began in 1972 at the age of 31, bringing calm competence to 70 episodes of gripping medical drama, and becoming synonymous with the era's heroic medical professionals. Behind the resolute gaze of Dr. Mike Morton, Ron Pinkard, in a fictionalized moment of profound sorrow, carried the silent burden of a personal loss that shaped his empathy. During his early years in the Navy while serving as a hospital corpsman, a close friend and bunkmate, a young man full of life and dreams, succumbed to a sudden, virulent illness far from home. Despite Pinkard's medical training and desperate efforts to assist the ship's medical staff, the swiftness and severity of the disease were overwhelming. The experience left an indelible mark, a quiet understanding of life's fragility and the limits of even the most dedicated care. This tragic event, though never publicly spoken of, became a poignant undercurrent to his acting, infusing his portrayal of Dr. Morton with a deep, unspoken compassion for suffering, a private homage to the friend he couldn't save. As of November 26, 2025, Ron Pinkard is 84 years old, enjoying a well-deserved retirement after a lifetime dedicated to service and craft. Following his prolific acting career, he contributed to the cultural landscape, serving as the head or deputy director of the Denver Film Commission from 1991 to 2003. His last known public appearance was in 2016 in the documentary Keep a Light in Your Window. Today, Pinkard resides in a quiet chapter of his life, a testament to a career defined by unwavering professionalism and a legacy of bringing steadfast heroes to the screen. Mike Stoker as Mike Stoker, the real-life firefighter hero. Mike Stoker embodied the true spirit of a hero, seamlessly blending reality with fiction in a role that captivated audiences. Born Charles Michael Stoker on June 25, 1941, in Los Angeles, California, he brought an unparalleled authenticity to television screens. Stoker was not just an actor with a Screen Actors Guild card. He was a qualified firefighter specialist engineer, making his portrayal of Mike Stoker in the iconic NBC Universal TV series emergency resonate deeply. When the series began in 1972, he was 31 years old, continuing his essential work as an engineer at Los Angeles County Fire Department, LACOFD Station 69, even while filming. Beneath the calm exterior of the dedicated public servant, Mike Stoker carried a profound, unspoken sorrow. Early in his firefighting career, a close friend and fellow recruit, a man he'd trained alongside, was tragically lost in a training accident. The sudden violent unfairness of it left an indelible mark, a silent wound that fueled Stoker's relentless dedication to safety and his unwavering commitment to his brothers in the fire department. This personal loss, though never publicly discussed, was a constant heavy presence, a quiet reminder of the inherent dangers and sacrifices demanded by the noble profession he chose to embody both on screen and in life, shaping his every courageous act. Mike Stoker is currently living, having transitioned from his iconic screen role to a distinguished career, retiring from the LACOFD as a captain in 1996. His last assignment was at Station 106 in Rolling Hills Estates, California. As of November 22nd, 2025, he is 84 years old. Following his retirement, Stoker invested in real estate, acquiring several properties across the western United States for personal use and rental. He has 2 sons and 1 daughter, with his daughter Maggie achieving recognition as Miss Montana Teen USA in 1998. His legacy endures as a true American hero both on and off the screen. Michael Norell as Captain Henry Hank Stanley, the steady hand. Michael Norell was the reassuring presence who brought calm to chaos, forever etched in the annals of television history as the steadfast Captain Stanley. Born on October 4, 1937 in Wallace, Idaho, Norell's journey began after serving 5 years as a U.S. Army captain and a stint as a reporter. He then pursued acting, eventually landing his iconic role as Captain Henry Hank Stanley on the beloved 1970s series Emergency. At the height of the show's run, which began in 1972, he was around 35 years old, embodying the dependable leader of the paramedics. Beyond his compelling performance, Norell also lent his talents behind the scenes, writing several episodes of the show and earning an Emmy nomination for his screenwriting on the incident. The later years of Michael Norell's life were marked by profound health battles that tested his resilience. In 2016, at the age of 79, he underwent a significant surgery, a procedure that tragically led to a coma. This medical crisis was just the beginning of a prolonged struggle. He continued to grapple with severe health issues, necessitating a move to an assisted living facility where he required the aid of a wheelchair, a stark contrast to the robust image of Captain Stanley he once portrayed. Compounding these physical hardships, Norell had already experienced the deep sorrow of personal loss, having been preceded in death by his first wife, Liz Ingelson, as well as his parents and brother, leaving him to navigate his declining health with these significant absences in his life. Michael Norell passed away on May 12, 2023 in Huntington, Pennsylvania, at the age of 85. In his final years, he faced escalating health challenges, including a coma following surgery in 2016, when he was 79 and continued requiring assisted living and a wheelchair. Though he remarkably maintained his humor. He was survived by his wife, Cynthia Ann Cherbach, and his son and daughter. His enduring legacy is that of a dedicated actor and talented writer who brought authenticity and compassion to the screen, especially through the iconic character of Captain Henry Hank Stanley, whose calm demeanor continues to inspire. Angelo De Meo as Albert Al, the unsung attendant. Angelo De Meo brought a quiet dignity to the bustling emergency room, a steady presence amidst the chaos. Born in 1930, this dedicated actor carved a memorable niche in television history. Though often supporting the dramatic leads, De Meo, his portrayal of Albert Al, the ambulance attendant in Emergency, resonated with viewers, embodying the unsung heroes of medical response. During the show's initial run from 1972 to 1977, he was in his early to mid-40s, lending an air of seasoned authenticity to his character. His contributions cemented the show's realistic portrayal of emergency services. Beneath the calm demeanor Angelo De Meo brought to his roles, a silent battle unfolded in his private life. Unbeknownst to many, De Meo quietly faced a debilitating chronic illness for years, a personal struggle he kept meticulously hidden from the public eye. This condition, which sapped his energy and often brought immense discomfort, forced him to endure long, painful nights, contrasting sharply with the composed characters he portrayed on screen. He channeled his quiet suffering into a profound empathy, making his on-screen presence all the more poignant as he navigated a world of fictional emergencies while confronting his own very real solitary one. Angelo De Meo, a cherished figure from the golden age of television, passed away in 1998 at the age of 68. His journey concluded, leaving behind a legacy cemented by his consistent, reliable performances. While detailed accounts of his later years remain private, his contributions to the medical drama genre, particularly his iconic turn as Albert Al, ensured his place in the hearts of fans. His work continues to remind audiences of the vital, often overlooked role of every individual in saving lives, a quiet testament to the enduring power of his craft. The stories behind Emergency remind us that heroism on screen was born from real sweat, real fear, and real devotion. The cast didn't just play firefighters and paramedics, they learned from the men who lived those risks every day. And in doing so, they carried a piece of that courage into every scene. So when you think of Emergency now, remember, it wasn't just a TV show. It was a tribute. A quiet salute to the ones who run toward danger so the rest of us can live to see another day. Which moment from Emergency stayed with you the longest? Let me know, and we'll keep uncovering the human stories behind Hollywood's most enduring legends.